who are the University of Salford sustainability team?
The team is me and two other people. So I'm the environmental coordinator. I work with Rebecca Bennett, who is the head of sustainability, and Nia Williams, who is the energy manager. And we basically work to help the university become more sustainable. So we take sort of part in campaigns such as the Hedgehog Friendly Campus, which we will talk about. We've got other campaigns like the Plastic Free University of Salford. We also do lots of other things related to things like environmental, legal compliance, anything to do with things like waste management, sustainable travel. So anything that is related to the environment at the university, we deal with that. My role is to coordinate sort of the events and support the team with any admin tasks.
Okay. So why are you organising a litter pick?
The litter pick will be on Wednesday, so next Wednesday, the 5th of May. It will take place from 4 o'clock until 5. We will be meeting in front of the Peel Park Quarter student accommodation, and we're going to walk over to David Lewis playing fields, and we'll sort of do the litter pick around that area.
Why do you feel it's important to do this?
I think it's important to do this because first of all, we're doing this as part of the Hedgehog Awareness Week, and not many people realize how much of a role littering plays in the harm that is done to wildlife, especially local wildlife, like, for example, hedgehogs. Their numbers have really decreased in the last few years, and this is partly because of litter. As they move into the urban areas, into the cities, there is a risk of them eating the litter, mistaking it for food. They can get caught in it as well. So we are doing this to sort of raise awareness of this particular issue around our campus and help it become safer for hedgehogs.
When did Hedgehog Awareness Week come into existence? How long has it been around?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't know, but we can find out together. Let's check. Because Hedgehog Awareness Week actually, let's try to find it. It's not our initiative. We're just taking part. It's organized by the British Hedgehog Preservation Society. So our Hedgehog Friendly Campus campaign is actually it's their campaign. We're just sort of taking part in that. Let me see. See, I should have thought to check that, but I didn't. Hope it actually says. Actually, if you want, maybe it's easier if I find out and just email that to you, if that's okay.
No problem. So is it on like a national level then, or does it happen around the world as well?
Like, yeah, I think it's just UK, because it's a UK-based society. I think they just do it here locally.
Is it to help specifically just hedgehogs or other animals as well?
This one is specifically for hedgehogs. The whole society sort of works to raise awareness of the decline in their numbers and sort of the harm that some of the human activities are doing to them, and giving tips on how we can stop that, how we can help them. But I suppose, in a way, if you raise awareness of these issues such as littering, such as traffic, and just generally expanding urban areas and how that affects habitats and wildlife in general, I think that might increase general awareness of how we have impact on our local area and wildlife. So I guess, in a way, indirectly, it also influences awareness around other species as well. But this campaign, this Awareness Week, is specifically around hedgehogs.
So when you say about human activity, what could people be doing to like improve like what they're doing to help wildlife? What could people be doing?
I think one of the easiest things will be to definitely make sure that you do not litter, even by accident. You know, something doesn't fall out of your pocket, any packaging or anything like that. The same with, for example, bins in more urban areas. But what we can do as well, and actually what is the theme of this Hedgehog Awareness Week, is making your garden, your backyard, your bit of land sort of safe for hedgehogs. So we actually put together a list of things that you can do to keep your garden hedgehog friendly. So you can do very easy things, from like leaving out a dish of water and a tiny bit of like hedgehog food or some meaty food. you can cut out a small hole in the bottom of your garden fence. This is called Hedgehog Highway, where hedgehogs can escape if they need to, or just sort of when they're passing through your garden to get somewhere else. You can take sort of security measures like checking your lawn before mowing, or checking any heaps before you rake through them. You can cover any drains and holes in your garden. And let me see what else we've got. We have linked a tutorial to a hedgehog, to making a hedgehog home as well. So if you want, I can send you all of that if that is easier. If that's easier. And you can also plant like wildflowers and herbs and hedges, sorry, just making sure that you don't use any like pesticides on or chemicals on them. But if you want, I can just send you that list in an email as well.
Yeah, that'd be great, thank you. So is this a particularly bad problem in Salford, or like is wildlife becoming endangered in the city?
I think it's generally a widespread problem in all areas where the urban areas are sort of going into the more rural areas, if that makes sense. So wildlife has to sort of adjust. And I think in terms of university campuses, so we have quite a lot of green space. So that is wonderful because we are able to have this hospitable environment for wildlife, but it also comes with this sort of responsibility that if this is our land, we need to take care of it. So the land around our university is owned partly by us, by the university, and partly by the Salford City Council. So we as a university want to sort of help make it do our bit to make it sort of safe for hedgehogs. And I think it's important to raise the awareness of the fact that we can also do something. I know that there are a lot of people who, for example, will go out on their daily walk, like with their dog or something. They will take a rubbish bag with them and just pick up some litter on the way from like their local park. So this is all the things that we can do sort of to help it. In terms of whether this is a particularly bad situation in Salford, I don't know about any data that would show that we are like particularly bad in this aspect, but I think it definitely doesn't hurt to just treat it as an urgent matter, because in terms of the UK in general it is. So yeah.
Oh, of course. How would people get involved in this event next week then? Could people
Yeah, absolutely. So there are quite a few ways of getting involved. We have a link to sign up on Eventbrite on our social media. We have an event page on Facebook as well. I can send you all of that. If people want, they can also email us or email me directly to get involved. But I think the easiest way is just to go probably on our social media and just follow the link to the Eventbrite, especially on Facebook. That is quite easy to do. Yeah.
Have you had many people wanting to get involved so far?
We have a lot of people who want to get involved in hedgehog related activities in general. I'm not sure about the litter pick just yet, because we have just started promoting it a few days ago. So sort of we'll see how that goes. But generally speaking, in terms of the hedgehog friendly campus group that we've got on campus, we've got around 40 members signed up on Teams at the moment, and people are quite keen to take part in this project because it's quite fun to do that. So if you want, I can send you a link to the Teams group as well, so people could maybe sign up to that if they want to be sort of involved in what we do. I would say that we are hoping for quite a big turnout, and on campus in general and in Peel Park, the litter picks that we've got are quite well, not that we've got, but that the Peel Park team have got. They're quite popular because I think it's a nice hands-on activity. So usually these things are popular. So we're hoping this is what's going to happen now as well.
So does your team just operate around campus and the university, or all over the city?
You mean our team, this sustainability team, or?
Yeah.
We're just a sustainability team for our university.
And have you organised any similar events to this in the past, or are you going to be in future?
We are definitely going to be doing this more in the future. So I'll tell you a bit about the hedgehog friendly campus campaign that we've got. It's been going on since last June, and the way it works is it's like an accreditation scheme. So you have to complete different actions, and then you go through bronze, silver, and then gold accreditation. So since that time, so since almost a year ago, The team have been completing these actions. So the point is to sort of raise awareness, to start some sort of community engagement around hedgehogs. So the litter pick that we'll be doing on Wednesday is actually part of that. It's one of those events. But we've had, a bonfire campaign before. We've got all the social media for this campaign as well. We have been putting posters and stickers on like equipment of our grounds team to make them more aware of, just being a bit more careful when they're, for example, mowing the lawns. And actually in February this year, we've achieved the bronze accreditation. So we are very much driven to do more and more events like this related specifically to the Hedgehog Friendly Campus campaign. But in terms of just events, environmental events in general, we have just done in March a month of events called Go Green Salford. So that has just happened now. We take part in like various activities around the campus. I think it was last week that we took part in the Earth Week, so the Earth Day celebrations that the School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology organized. On Monday, we took part in the panel on sustainable fashion as well, that the fashion image making and styling team organized as well. And going forward, we'll be focusing more and more on our plastic-free University of Salford campaign. So we will be doing events sort of around that, but that is all very much in the planning. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, definitely there will be more and more events in the next few months.
Have you found that COVID-19 has affected your activity?
Yeah, definitely. Me myself, I might have not seen that. I'm really sorry if you can hear chirping. It's just my cat. But I've just joined in February, so I've not seen this transfer from working on campus to working from home. But it's definitely challenging on one hand because we can't go out and and see people and interact with them. The Green Impact program for staff and students has also been halted because of that, because we can't go and interact with people. So it's been difficult in that sense, and people have a lot of other things that they are sort of worried about. So we were maybe a bit worried that would impact awareness and sort of people wanting to get engaged with the events. But actually what we saw, especially during Go Green Salford, is that it's easier to reach some people online because you can watch things wherever you are. So all the events that we did were online, so people could literally just sit there while doing something else and just sort of tune into to the event. So on one hand, it's challenging because you can't do physically events on campus, or you couldn't, at least for the last few months. But on the other hand, it's easier to get to reach some people because it's simply more convenient to do things online. So I would say it's a bit of both, but we're definitely looking forward to being able to be on campus more and more and sort of interact with everyone face to face.
Oh, that's great. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today.